The Gooner here says, why is everyone so serious? We just won 2-0, right? That 2 away. I will be honest with you. Some of you, man, like, are always so depressed when your team wins. Maybe it's because you're so used to winning nowadays. I don't know what it is.
You know what it is, Terry?
Go on.
Standard has been set. And we know if Arsenal fans all come out here and we all start celebrating, people are going to say, you just beat Bilbao. And it's like now when we're saying, you know what, this is what we're supposed to do, guys are saying, cheer up. Nobody here is upset. I just think everyone here expected the team to win, and it was a very difficult game. There was people getting their head bandaged, blood. You seen blood. You seen people fighting. I thought people were going to get injured. I thought someone was going to get sent off. This was the kind of game you could say in one hand it was boring, but in the other hand we kind of know who we are, and we should win these games. And we made it a little bit more difficult than it had to be. But at the end of the day, squad depth got us through it. And Terry, not every game are we going to celebrate like crazy. And even if we win 5-0 versus Man City or something, we're not allowed to celebrate, remember?
I understand your stance. I do. Hang on a minute.
Remember when we beat Man City 5-1 at the Emirates? We weren't allowed to celebrate.
Sorry. So a player was laying on the ground holding his chest. I thought it was something sinister, but he got run into. It wasn't just involuntary falling down. Oh, thank God. I panicked then. I thought somebody was having a heart attack on the pitch the way it looked, but he got run into. I think he's okay. But no, I hear you. My view, based on what you've said, and I'm not saying every man on here feels that way. I wouldn't give a damn what anyone said. I just mean, I don't expect you guys to be having a party, by the way. That isn't it. I just, maybe a few more smiles. Like Anton.
To be fair, I was singing in my living room, but my fiance told me off. So I had to stop.
Kick her out then.
Kick her out in the group chat.
I was happy for Trossard and Martinelli. I think Trossard, it's underrated how much of a professional he is, because he is basically told, you are a certified bench player, and he doesn't care. He's just like, I will come in and make a difference every time I need to come in and make a difference. And when he does start, sometimes he looks good, sometimes he doesn't look good. But now he's like far down the pecking order. And for him to be
I wouldn't say he doesn't care, though. He got an extra 50,000 pounds a week.
It doesn't phase him when he comes on. You can see automatically he's like, I'm a professional.
I get you.
There's some people who sulk. You see them, they're not training as well. You hear concerns. To me, it just sounds like everyone seems to be ready for the challenge, even if you're a starter or if you're a bench player. And Martinelli, I've not seen him take the ball under control while he's losing control of the ball like that ever. I know he did it versus Real Madrid, but for him to get control of the ball while it was in the air, head it down, keep control of it, get the shot on goal and get the goal. Although there was a referee error, I'll take it. I'm happy.
I hear that.
I will give credit to Arteta and on this, to be honest. As much as I criticize him,
masterclass? Can you say it?
No, not even the masterclass. I'm talking about. No, I'm talking about like how he over the last few years, like you don't hear a lot of issues with the Arsenal players. You don't hear them complaining. You don't hear a lot of stuff going to the media that, oh, they're unprofessional. Someone is not happy. Someone is like causing an issue. Like you can say he's like running like a tight ship, but the reality is like the fact that he's got everyone so drilled and disciplined that way, and they're willing to compete. In some other clubs, this could have caused a lot of problems. So it's good to see.
Yeah, just say it. Just say Man United. Just say it. All right, get it said. Definitely.
I think Arteta is very personable, and he's able to get everyone on side with his personality and the way that he speaks.
It's that, but it's more than that, because he couldn't get the bad guys on side that he inherited. It's because he laid the law down and your club backed him, and anytime someone stood up against him, whether Arteta has been right or wrong, they've backed Arteta. We don't know whether he's been right or wrong, but they've backed Arteta, and that is how you make people stay in line. Like, hierarchy is important in many, many aspects of life. You know, you have to. Well, it started with Jose. It didn't matter that I wanted Pogba to stay. As soon as we started backing the players over the managers, it's just had a knock-on effect. And there's times when our fans agree with it. Like right now, there are loads of fans that hate Amorim. And if the players are like, we hate the system, instead of saying, shut your mouths, get down and work hard, they go, we agree with you guys. Freedom. We want you to... And it's just ridiculous. They're talking like these players are actual like minors that are being mistreated and underpaid. It's like, fuck off, man. It's ridiculous. I've got a few super chats here before I go to rest you. Igal, if you stop smiling, then all we are left with is Standards FC. We don't want that.
Hey, I'm just saying, it wasn't the best performance. I'm not going to sit here and start lying, you know.
I get, yeah. Otherwise, people might call you. Someone in the comments is calling one of us here a paid actor. Oh, okay. Yeah. I wish I was paid. Yeah. The other day I got accused of buying bots. Yeah, I'm a paid actor who spends all the money on bots to get the views on the channel that I'm paid to act on. I don't fucking, the accusations are bad. I don't know where this stuff comes from, but it's okay. Cheers, peeps. What did the commentator say have against Eze? He said he did nothing against Forest. Really seemed like he had a narrative ready to go. Look, Ali McCoy doesn't really do narratives. I think Ali McCoy was saying he wants to see him play centrally as opposed to out on the wing. But I thought Eze was pretty. He didn't do that against Forest. He definitely set a goal up.
Yeah, he set up a goal.
Yeah. But his first half wasn't that great. Yeah.
Henry here says, trust Arsenal fans to moan even after an away win in their first Champions League match. Truly unmatched in misery.
Nobody
moans,
bro.
Yeah, nobody's moaning.
Nobody moans, bro. What, you can't analyze, you can't break down a game, my guy.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I don't think
they want us to sit here and say we're going to win the Champions League after a 2-0 win at Atletico Bilbao.
Yeah, part of it is that. Part of it is definitely that.
They're saying we're moaning, and Brandon hasn't even spoken yet, so just wait.
He ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah, Brandon's got his coat on. He's in such a bad mood. He's freezing. He's freezing. Hang on a minute. Madrid might go 1-0 down. They have. Madrid have conceded.
I swear. Aubameyang.
It wasn't. Not Greenwood. I don't know who scored. I think Greenwood set it up, to be fair, but I'm not celebrating that because I can't celebrate him.
Apparently.
I'm not celebrating it. I said 1-0 to Zerbi, man. People underrate that guy.
Yeah, it was Greenwood. It was
Greenwood set it up. Hang on. Oh, Villarreal should have scored as well. Villarreal should have scored. Should have scored.
Hey, you know one thing I will say, Terry? It's nice to see all the Arsenal fans happy.
Yeah. Listen, I'm on loan at Arsenal this season, so I'm enjoying it, man, because I need some joy somewhere. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm out on loan.
You've been on loan at us for the last 4 seasons, Tal. Don't lie.
This is true. Yeah, but I go back every summer in hope that I get a starting berth at United, and they never pick me. So I'm like, no, I prefer it over here right now. It's grim in Manchester, bro. It's grim.
Hey, this is nice. I remember you fighting fans like what was it? I can't remember his name. Somali guy who that's Man United fan for going on loan at PSG. You used to fight him about that.
Yeah, but I'm actually just joking. He was serious. He actually is a PSG fan now. No, he's not. He's a Newcastle fan now. Yeah, I'm actually just joking. I'm just joking. Berta should get praise. Odegaard, Saka, Havertz, Jesus, Saliba injured, and still Martinelli and Trossard start on the bench. Great squad. Brandon, do you see that as a big difference between last season and this season, that you just have such good strength in depth now?
Yeah, definitely. I think everybody said it perfectly. Squad depth won us that game tonight. Let's just be honest about it. Squad depth won us that game tonight. If Martinelli and Trossard don't come on the pitch, maybe we don't score. So, I mean, the performance weren't the greatest, but I'm not going to sit here and complain because it's all about the result, really. At this early stage, that's what it is all about. You know, even in the Premier League, as long as we keep winning, I don't care what the performances look like. But what gives me a bit more confidence this season is we have the depth there and the quality in depth that we can actually win games in spite of our manager. And now let me elaborate on that a little bit, right? Because I think you all know that from my personal opinion that Mikel Arteta is very safe, very one-dimensional. I think we've seen that in the opening games this season. I don't expect him to really change that too much. However, if our depth and our strength in depth is going to continue to win us games, I don't really care. Like the super chat said, we've got no Saka, we've got no Odegaard, we've got no Havertz, we've got no Jesus, no Saliba. You know, them 5 injuries alone would have killed us last season. But the fact that we've now got these players that are coming in for them and they're showing up and they're stepping up to the same sort of level of quality, not quite the same level of quality, but they're there or thereabouts. And then we've also still got these players to come off the bench as well. You know, it shows what a good job that we have done in the summer. And maybe somebody like myself maybe underrated our summer a little bit. But I'd also like to see how that comes to fruition later on in the season when it really matters. And hopefully it will. You know, I'm hanging my hat on this. You know, Man City, when they used to go and win league titles, they never really started a ridiculous pace. They'd sort of, start slowly, gradually work their way up, and then, come January, February sort of time, that's when you'd see the best of Manchester City. And I'm hoping that's going to be the same case for Arsenal. But yeah, like I say, not a great performance tonight. Don't care. 3 points on the board. 2-0 away win. We've kept clean sheets in all of our games apart from obviously the Liverpool game. I think it's all of our games. Yeah, all of our games apart from the Liverpool game. So, what more do you want? We've got the quality in front of goal now. We're scoring goals. Yes, we're a bit defensive. Yes, I'd like to see us expand a bit more and be a bit more attacking and maybe score a few more goals. But if we continue winning games, who am I to complain? I don't care.
Yeah, I think you can take a performance like this with a 2-0 win when it isn't every week. And even the goal you conceded against Liverpool, let's be fair, it was an absolute worldie of a free kick that no goalkeeper in the world, maybe Donnarumma with those fucking big arms, would say that's it. So it's not much. You can't really complain about that side too much. D King here says, life after Edu is phenomenal. Edu let us all down. Yeah, he let all of us down last season, man. Even us loanees, man, let us all down. Shout out to Mascara. I had doubts, but he has done well in 3 games. He came in as a backup for Saliba. He looks solid. Mate, he looks like a first. The speed of which he just is settled into English football is phenomenal. It doesn't happen. Oh, that's a penalty to Madrid. Not Vinicius Jr. Rodrigo got it. Trossard has 52 GA in 2.5 seasons and mostly as a sub. Only Saka with 71 has more. Mad how completely under the radar this stat has gone, even amongst fans. Yeah, it's crazy. That's crazy. Rocky here. Big up Rocky. Same name as my dog. That's a good name, by the way. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't give my dog a bad name. I'm getting another dog soon. I'm calling him Apollo. Rocky and Apollo. If you don't know, you don't know. Be honest, if Liverpool had Salah Van Dijk injured, how many games would they win like having no Saliba, Saka and Havertz? Good question. It's a good question.
Well, going well until you said Havertz, but yeah, I hear
it. I get to it. Already done that one there. Why is Arteta? Oh, here we go. It is a bit of negativity. I'm joking, by the way. Why is Arteta obsessed with one weird position every season? Last year, he was obsessed with Partey at right back. This year, it's Moreno in the 10.
He has a point.
Yeah, he does have a point.
Yeah, he has. Well, do you know? I would say he has a point. However, if you watched Moreno for Spain when he scored his hat-trick, he was playing in a similar sort of position. I think what doesn't help Moreno playing in this position for Arsenal is that we don't move the ball quick enough. And it is very robotic, not very off-the-cuff sort of thing. Whereas with Spain, they move the ball 1 touch, 2 touch. And I think if Arsenal was to do that, you'd probably see a bit more better performances from Moreno in that position.
And it's not just that. Spain play with Pedri as well in the middle, who can create, who can carry the ball. We don't have that. If you're playing Moreno as the 10, you need to have another, like an Eze or someone playing with him in the midfield. You cannot play with
they don't play
2
Moreno
DMs.
as a 10.
They play him as an advanced state. They play him as an advanced state.
That's the issue. They use him almost like he's another right winger. I don't see him central. I see him more closer to the right wing. If he's more in that half space in between the middle and the right. So if he was actually going to play as a 10, have Declan Rice and Zubimendi behind him, and then actually have him drifting in the middle. If you really want to play him as a 10, but we don't play him as a 10. The way we play our players, Declan Rice is 1-8 on the other side, and he's another 8 on the other side. And what happens is there's too many players in the same area. You see him, Timber, and Madueke in the exact same area. If we're going to actually play with a 10 and we want our 10 to score goals and have more space, you have to then go with a midfield pivot and then a 10 in front of him, because then it will give you the freedom to drift both sides. And that's how he played in Spain. When he was in Spain, he picked up the ball majority of the times in the middle, goal right in front of him. Where for Arsenal, he's picking up the ball closer to the corner than he is the actual middle.
Yeah, but this is a system problem, though, isn't it, Agal? Because we see the same thing from Odegaard. He predominantly plays out on the right. He should be able to drift across the pitch, and he doesn't. So
no. But that's 100%. It's on Arteta. He needs to play our 10s in the actual middle rather than he needs to transform the team from a 4-3-3 to a 4-2-3-1. Now that you have
4-1-4-1, yeah, to a
now that you have
4-2-3-1.
Eze and you have Saka and Madueke, you have guys who can interchange so much. Why not play your 10 as a player who can switch with the winger and play in the middle? Have Eze sometimes switch with the winger. Have Saka sometimes switch with the middle, and you will then have a more fluid system.
It's good. It's good to have squad depth. Like I can say that it's good. I'm happy with the squad depth, but it's all about how he actually utilizes it and how he actually gets the best out of Gyökeres. Because today, I saw Gyökeres. He's getting into good positions, but at the end of the day, it's all about creating the service for him. It's one of those things where we need to move the ball really quickly, and we need to have that players in the right positions, and you need to utilize it. You need to utilize the system even more. Like
Can I make a point on that though, by the way? Because I've noticed, like, Madueke is a bit like, as great as his performances have been, his end product is a bit meh. So I think once Saka comes back in on the right hand side, you got Saka and Eze who are a lot more quick and decisive in like their distribution. I think that Gyökeres will feed off that once we have that in place. I think for now he's still not being seen in specific attacking areas, and he's still positionally in the right places. I don't know.
I think the other positive with Gyökeres as well is, even though we've barely created for him, he's still scored 3 goals in the opening 5 games.
He has
so what happens when we start to create chances for him?
In the Premier League, he has a 50% conversion rate. Ekitike is like 33. Holland is 26. He literally has 6 shots, 3 goals. Like, we just need to make sure we're putting him.
Yeah, you got to just create more chances for him. Create more chances for him. He's going to score goals. He really is. Because he's phenomenal. And I don't know if the head injury impacted him today, because I feel like he kind of died down after that. I thought he looked quite lively today. There was some, because Bilbao were attacking as well, which I thought was interesting for Arsenal, because there was actually space in the channels for your wingers and your strikers for the ball to be fed into, which isn't normally there in the Premier League for you, which it will be against City this weekend. So it's going to be a very interesting game. But the nice thing is for you guys, you can sit down now, enjoy tonight, tomorrow, Thursday's Champions League football, and look forward to that game with no stress and no worries, and you get an extra, couple of days rest. Then I think City play Thursday, right?